parts from Match Monica, aka me. This is a standard Wheel of Fate AU video for Danganronpa Antebellum. Basically, a randomizer wheel chooses a protagonist, the first victim, their killer, etc. It also probably will contain Danganronpa Antebellum spoilers up to Chapter 2 Deadly Life, so yeah, I've warned you. Just so you know how this video works, this is a mashup. Basically, I first show you how I rolled for the victim and the killer, and then I show the scenarios I came up with of how it happened. And you should probably know that all these scenarios, I came up with them after I've already rolled for every chapter, including the mastermind. Let's go ahead. Are you ready? Because I am not. So first we are gonna roll for the protagonist. And let me see. Is it no, wait, not you. Okay, it's not Yui. It's Eichi. It's Eichi. Okay. I think Eichi would make quite a good protagonist. He'll do good. I like Eichi as a protagonist. Now we're going to roll for first victim. I'm still not ready. Let's go. Who's dying first? No, please. It's Amelia. I love her so much. Okay. Okay. I do not like this. Who killed Amelia? Oh, come on! Ray, probably? No. It was so close to being Ray. Lyra is my top 1 character and Amelia being my top 2. Why does it have to be this way? Why? In the prologue, nothing went wrong. By wrong, I mean unlike the original game. Because Kataro's, Mint's, and Izumini's crimes got revealed first, everyone reacted the same, but we're playing Eichi this time, so we aren't exactly on Izumini's side. Let's also say we have the most precious person video for the motive, and let's say that it somehow got Lyra, she's manipulated, and at the party kills Amelia, probably because she's the easiest to kill, she's short, and she is not Takiko, because for short people we have Takiko and Amelia, and Lyra couldn't just kill Takiko. Izumini is the main suspect, however, Eichi has a gamer talent, he played many games, and is smart, so he determines the true culprit. What? You say gacha games can be smart? Try reading into Genshin lore, you'll understand my point then. This was a hard scenario to come up with because I can't see Lyra killing Amelia, it's too hard, they're too good to die. Okay, chapter 2. Okay, second victim. Let's go. I just hope it's not Taka because he's my number 3 and my top 2. Okay, I'm going to jinx it. Let me just roll. Laura? Or Kotaro? It's Kotaro! Nobody likes Kotaro. Okay. Kotaro died. Yay. I'm kidding. I do not dislike Kotaro. I'm neutral on him. Who killed Kotaro? I'm leaving here because opportunity for suicide, yeah. Was it suicide? It was a suicide. That was a good timing from me. Kotaro just committed suicide, guys. After Lyra's trial, along with her crime, Taka's and Kiyoshi's got revealed as well, and that leads Taka into playing his villain persona. The same thing. However, this time on the hypnosis show, Eiichi doesn't want to go be hypnotized, so Kotaro, who's been his buddy for a very long time now, volunteers. He is hypnotized into being braver. And later, Yui decides to have a friendly talk with Eiichi, but he declines. She's willing to try again and takes a knife with her this time, however doesn't reach him, because becomes noticed by Kotaro first. She asks him to see Eiichi, but Kotaro knows that Eiichi doesn't want to see her and tells her that he doesn't want to see her. And then Kotaro and Yui get in an argument, and Yui, being the yandere that she is, stabs Kotaro, and after that Kotaro runs away. He, however, isn't dying quickly, because he got lucky or unlucky with the injury he got. So he's just slowly and painfully bleeding out. And that's painful. I already said it. So he decides to end his suffering and kills himself just so his death would be faster. I also gotta say that this case and the trial started character development arcs for Eiichi and Yui. It's a Danganronpa tradition, so I'm rolling 2 victims for chapter 3. 2 victims for chapter 3. Let's go. Shinku? Shinku died, apparently. Bye-bye. Who also died? Alora or Yui? I don't like Alora. She's too smart to survive. Come on. She just couldn't. She just couldn't. Who killed Alora and Shinku? Please not us. Ooh. Shinku, being the first victim, killed Alora and committed suicide. Or what? You know what? I like this scenario. In the end of chapter 2, not only Yui's, but also Rei's and Asuka's crimes are revealed. I don't know what they are, and they aren't exactly important to the story, so let's say they're nothing too serious, like Asuka doing some shady money business with her circus and Rei killing a man or once or twice or something, I don't know. Seeing that Asuka is pretty chill about what she done, at least more chill than he was, Taka finally puts a stop to his coping and decides to make a big enough apology. Let's just say party took place here because I want a nice cute CG for it, and then a motive shows up. Let's make it something like a despair disease, but Antebellum style, crime disease. Anyone whose crime has been revealed so far, and that's Mint, Izumini, Taka, Asuka, Yui, Kiyoshi, and Rei, is now affected by a contagious disease that makes them feel very bad and sick and stuff like this. This disease can only be cured 2 ways: atonement, which Mononeko doesn't specify on how to reach, or a murder, after which Mononeko will provide a cure, because we can't do a trial with half the class sick. The students split up into quarantine, and Alora is trying to find a cure. Shinku, however, is haunted a lot, like in canon, and is sure Izumini will soon die of this thing, so he wants her to hurry up. And Alora is chill and says she can't work faster than she does already, but Shinku is so tired that he gets mad at Alora and kills her in some kind of accident. He's smart, understands what has he done, and commits suicide because A, he'd seen Lyra's execution and understands how painful it is and how cruel Mononeko is. B, he knows it's an option because of Kotaro's case. And C, the ghosts guilt trip him a lot. However, unlike Kotaro, he has the time to write a big suicide note, so there will be no misunderstandings. And that's where Rei comes in and pulls the chapter to Byakuya, making this case a lot, and I mean a lot more complicated. That was the most unexpected part of this case, because he was isolated in the other part of the lab being sick. And the truth will turn out to be that he escaped because he somehow achieved this atonement thingy. Okay, now we're doing chapter 4, Victim. Let's go. Who's it gonna be? It's Minnie! Please no, come on. Okay, Taka and Asuga are alive. I'm not jinxing it, but it's a good thing. Ismini died. Sadly, Ismini died. Who killed her? Who killed Ismini? Who killed my amazing mythology girl? Rico killed Ismini. I bet it's gonna be something very, very, very sad. To explain Shinku's guilt, one of the main reasons for his behavior, his crime being something related to Akari, and the main story is revealed after the third trial, along with Eiichi's and Dracul's. Eiichi's crime isn't too serious, but it affects him a lot and unexpectedly causes him to grow closer to Yui, who, after being stuck and sick with others, kinda started to understand him better. Yeah, Twi, congrats for fixing Yui in this AU. Dracul's crime, however, is some unimportant shoplifting, but he is important to this chapter. He feels devastated with Shinku's death and blames himself for it. Basically, his and Ismini's dynamic is identical to Shinku and Ismini's dynamic in chapter 2. However, now there's something to interfere and boil it up. A motive. Actually, I'm not going to do a hard one here either. The food is taken away until a murder, and basically Danganronpa Another One Chapter 4 happens. Also, Mononeko forbids suicides because there's been too much of them. Dracul and Ismini decide on a duel. However, Ismini tricks Dracul into killing her because with those crimes she actually feels like she deserves to live less than him, even though she always says the opposite thing. We have several options here. A. Ismini is in love with Dracul and pulls up coaxing. B. Ismini thinks that if his crime is shoplifting, he is the most innocent one who deserves to survive alone, because she has found out some spoilers. C. Ismini just prefers to die via Dracul's hands, not execution. But then no one just believes Dracul. Like it was with Satsuki. Anyway, this must be the saddest chapter. Now we're going with chapter 5. Chapter 5. Who's the victim in chapter 5? Mint is the victim. I don't have anything to say about this. Who killed Mint? Kiyoshi? Oh, Takiko, please do Takiko. I beg you. It did Takiko. I mean, it seems like Takiko is a very story-related character, and I'm theorizing about her being a killer in the real Danganronpa Antebellum. It's my favorite theory, so I'm glad that at least in this AU, even if my theory is not real, at least in this AU, Takiko's the killer. Yeah, I messed up, I'm a Danganronpa fan, you should have expected that, After the trial, the only 4 people with their crimes not revealed are Alora, Emilia, Takiko, and Maiko. Mononeko, however, only reveals Alora's and Emilia's crimes, as these 2 are already dead, and it doesn't want the innocent one to be known just yet. The motive is that the mastermind is among the group, and that's the chapter 5. Chapter 5 is the chapter where the secrets of the killing game start to come up, but I'm too lazy to come up with them. Let's just say Sachiko had a lot to do with it, and everyone wishes Lyra were alive right now. And that's where, voila, Mint's dead. Basically, I'm sorry for doing the cheap plot twist, but all the other murderers yet have been pretty much redeemable and likable, and like in real DR Antebellum. So Takiko just turns out to be kinda crazy, yandere, or something along those lines. Rest in peace, girl. I'm sorry for all the Takiko lovers out there. Surprisingly, Eiichi, as the protagonist, is still here. I mean, usually that's not the case. Usually the protagonist dies in random videos but okay, I'm not jinxing anything because Taka and Asuga are still here and I'm loving it. I don't like that Yui and Kiyoshi are still here. So who is the mastermind? Who is it? Who arranged this killing game? And was it an awful character or Eiichi? Maiko! This is horribly in character for her. Like, this is too good to be true. Because, Chapter 1 spoiler. I've already warned everyone for spoilers. Maiko hates criminals and he's doing her justice thingy, so she must like killing criminals. She's a little Tsurugi Kinney, so yeah, I could totally see Maiko organizing the killing game. And after that, our survivors are a very wonderful and diverse cast of Asuga and Taka, which I'm very grateful for. Eiichi, the first survived protagonist of a Wheel of Fate video. Yui and Kiyoshi. I don't know how they managed to do it with them being them. Probably Eiichi realized that he shouldn't make Yui angry or something. Or they redeemed her. Actually, Danganronpa Antebellum is about redemption, so why not? And Ray survived. Yay! So, then Takiko's crimes get revealed, and does it mean that Maiko's the innocent one, right? Right? Yeah, of course she is. She hasn't killed anyone directly in this universe, because she doesn't want to become a criminal either. So her measure was organizing the killing game. Of course she'd say she's innocent if she's the Delulu mastermind. I want to end this video with the character development for the survivors. Asuga and Taka got together and they live happily ever after with their trauma, yay! Eiichi is more confident and brave now, protagonist stuff. Yui completely redeemed herself and became the best girl. Platonically, of course, they're not together with Eiichi. Ray pulled a Byakuya arc, and Kiyoshi somehow redeemed himself after going through his muse's, Elora's, death, so I just didn't mention it because no one likes canon Kiyoshi. Finish listening to the music. Thanks for watching.